Hi, all you SPMEs out there. So today's question has 3 answers, and the third one is one you're going to want to stick around for, because I'm going to explain how the actions you take on a daily basis are going to impact whether self-publishing is a good or bad idea. So let's get into it. The question that was sent in to me was, is self-publishing a good idea? And I completely understand the frustration that can come. You want to get a book out, or maybe you want to make money, or there's a number of reasons a person might be getting into self-publishing, and you're wondering, is this something that's going to be worth my time and my money to go about doing? Or maybe it's a complete waste of time. You're just going to throw it out there, nothing's going to happen, and you're just going to regret it afterwards. Well, this is Chris Baird from Self-Publishing Made Easy Now, where self-publishing doesn't have to be so hard. Click the subscribe bell if you would like for me to make more videos like this one, and check in the description below and you will see my free checklist to help you get started on your self-publishing journey right away. So let's get into it. When I first started self-publishing, my motivation was, well, I had some ideas in terms of, I was really big into efficiency and getting tasks done and project management. I've been doing all these sorts of things throughout my career in the Air Force and beyond. And I wondered, maybe I could share these ideas with the world. I had a whole series of ideas, and I thought maybe I could put some books out there and see what happens. And I, at the time, had been going through another book that was telling me how to put books out. And so I started going through it, and I realized when we break it down into some simple steps, it makes it not so difficult. So I took those ideas that I had, I made a little bit of progress every day, and I put my first book on the market. Now, it did not sell at all because I was breaking a lot of key strategy rules when it comes to self-publishing. And I started wondering, was it a good idea? Well, I still actually felt good in my case. Even if I wasn't making a lot of sales, I felt good because I got something out there. I had my ideas in the world. It was just a strange feeling knowing people were actually reading some of the ideas that I had on a subject that I was very enthusiastic about. And I'm still enthusiastic about it. Now, my book has sold thousands of copies since that point in time. And so, even today, people are probably sitting around the world somewhere flipping through one of my books. This is the nature of it, even though it's kind of a strange feeling even now, but I've sort of gotten used to it over the years, realizing that people are out there. Also, they're in libraries around the planet. It's funny when you look it up, and you begin to realize, wait a second here, what I put out into the world actually can be found even now across the planet. You can look at these global libraries and realize they're checking out my book from libraries, and not just book, but books. I have 170 books, and those books today are being read, consumed, and then donated to libraries and other locations and bookstores where they're then distributed. So for me, I would say yes, it definitely was a good idea. But is self-publishing a good idea? Let's take a look at the answers for today. So the first answer is, it depends upon what your goals are. For example, in my case, I wanted to get an idea out into the world, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. You can actually put a book, and this is one of the best ways to get your ideas into the world, is by creating a book. And so I did that, and that worked for me. But maybe you have an idea, so this would maybe be a great way for you to do it. Number 2, once you get the book out there, you realize, wait, I'm not making any money on this book, and it's because your keywords are off, which I use KDSpy, which you can find below in the description to find the correct keywords that I'm going to use for my book, whether certain keywords will make you more money than others. And even if the book's on the same subject, you'll find certain keywords are very, very powerful when it comes to making more money versus making no money at all. Like, you get creative on your cover and nobody has a clue what those keywords are. They're not searching for them, and so they're never going to find your book. And so that's the second reason, and you definitely can make money with Kindle books. Kindle publishing is one of the easiest ways on the internet today to make money. And so if you're looking to start your business, learning about nature of online business and stuff, I would highly recommend getting into self-publishing. This is a fantastic way to do it. And the third thing is, it works as a business card where you've created some books that are to your name. You've sold tens of thousands of copies of these books. And in a sense, people have some respect, a level of respect for the fact that you've actually gone about doing the process. And that brings us into answer number 2. Is it a good idea? Well, 80% of people want to publish a book. They've got an idea on their minds and they want to do it, but very few of those people actually get around to it. I don't know what the percent was, like 1 to 5% or even less, actually end up doing it. And we're not talking even about getting a book accepted by a major publisher, which some people think you have to do if you want to publish, but you do not. That's why self-publishing is actually perfect direction to get your book. You have this great story or this great idea and you want to share it with the world. In fact, all of us are experts at something. Even the city you live in, you could write a book on that or other things. I would, of course, use KDSpy to verify that these are actually profitable book niches that you're going to be publishing into. But still, it's a great way to go about doing it. And the third and secret answer of the day is that, is self-publishing a good idea? The answer is yes, if you do this one thing. And that one thing is, it doesn't have to be so hard. The key is you need to just make progress. There's two things you need to do every single day. One, you need to be learning how to do it a little bit better. It's making small incremental improvements on what you're currently doing. And two, do not just learn. This is the trap of learning. Two, you need to be implementing and executing a little bit every day. So you're working on getting that cover done. You're working on your description. You're working on finding the keywords for what subject it's going to be. You're writing the book, pounding out 1,000 hours a day with your butt in chair. That's the key to making progress here. Okay? Or pay somebody else to write the book, but following up on that process with ghostwriting or whatever other means you wish to do in order to get your book onto the market. And so we're learning, because if you skip this phase, you will never sell anything. You might get lucky, but for most people, they're not going to make any money at all off your book. So you need to be learning what it takes. There are lots of people. This channel here tries to help aim and educate you. If you subscribe to my newsletter, you will also learn even more. However, you don't have to. You can look at other YouTube channels. There's plenty of good material out there that will show you how to do it. I personally like to look at the easiest way to make money and to get your books out there onto the market. Other people like to look at very complex and introducing all sorts of themes. I say one step at a time, keep it simple, and you can do just fine. But we do need to learn a little bit every day, and we need to continue to execute. Do not just learn. This is a huge problem that a lot of people have. And your learning does not count as actually executing. So you could sit there all day and take courses and read books on it, but if you aren't actually writing your books and getting them out there, then it is a bad idea. Self-publishing is a bad idea for you because, and this is true with almost anything else. If you wanted to build a boat or something, reading about it all the time does not make the boat get built by itself. You're going to need to take action every single day, and that is the secret to success at this particular thing. So, is self-publishing a good idea? What have you found? Go and let me know below in the comments. Maybe you found that you did it and it didn't work for you. I would love to hear about that. Or maybe you've tried it and you did succeed and you found, yes, it is a good idea, but maybe for reasons I didn't explore. I would love to hear what exactly you have found. And check up above me here and you will see more videos that answer your self-publishing questions. Thanks.